What's going on, stackers? So in this video I'm going to share with you how to break down a low content book niche multiple different ways. So, welcome back to StackinProfit. My name's Paddy and over here we give you the tools and resources to learn, grow and master passive income streams so that you can live a life of freedom. Now, like I said in this video, I'm going to share with you how to break down low content book niches to find profitable different keywords. Now, there's multiple different tools that we can actually use to help us with this. One of my favourites is Self-Publishing Titans, their free Chrome extension, which is this one. If you want to get here, you can always get to Self-Publishing Titans by going to selfpublishingtitans.com. Now, I do recommend using this tool just here. This is what we probably are going to use. Once you have that installed, you can click on the extension just up here and make sure that's turned on. You can also use Helium 10. Helium 10's Cerebro and Magnet tool, which are just here. This is an awesome way to actually break down keywords, find more keywords and all of that cool stuff. But for this instance, we're mainly going to use Self-Publishing Titans and Amazon. Now, why am I showing you this? Why am I showing you how to break down niches? Well, not many people realise how to break down low content book niches. Now, there's multiple different ways that you can do this, but you want to start off with your book in mind, your low content book in mind. For this instance, let's go for a colouring book. Now, with colouring books can be broken down multiple different ways. You can break them down through niches, genders, and then ages. Now, I'm going to show you some examples of that, but let me just say that again. You can break down colouring books and very similar types of books into niches, genders, and age ranges. So let me show you an example of this so you can see what I mean. Now, right off the bat, all I've typed in is colouring book, and then using the AMS suggestion expander, that's another free tool that I like to use, that pulls up all these related keywords. Now, if we look at these, they're broken down into those three main ones. So Netflix, that would be the niche. Now, obviously, don't go and do a Netflix colouring books because that would be trademarked, but Netflix, Disney, same with Disney, please don't go and create those books. Anatomy, that is the niche. And then over here we can see the genders, so we got for girls, teens, and then we have age ranges as well, 4 to 8, 2 to 4, 8 to 12. So this is how you can break down niches to find multiple keywords, and you can do this in saturated niches as well, especially if that niche has a lot of traffic and is very popular. So let me go ahead and show you what I mean. So we have the book type, that's a colouring book. Now we want the niche, so let's go with a unicorn. Unicorn colouring book. We can see just how popular this niche is, just because there's so many different types of keywords, but that's the niche. So we have the book type, colouring book. And then we have the niche, which is now unicorn colouring book. And now we can break that down two other ways as well, through genders and through ages. So if I were to do this we're now going to get some age ranges and genders as well. So right off the bat, we can see unicorn colouring book for adults, kids, girls, toddlers, teens. Now remember, this can be done with basically any type of colouring book. There's always so many different ways that you can break down a certain niche to find extra keywords, and chances are when you start doing this, you can find some really profitable keywords as well. But again, let's have a look. Unicorn colouring book 4. Now we can do the genders, so it can be for girls. We can see lots of different keywords just for the girls, and the girls have been broken down into age ranges. But we could do boys. We can see that, not as many keywords, but we can see that someone's still searching for this because Amazon's auto-populated it. And then we can do adults. More keywords. We can do women, So unicorn adult colouring books for women, very, very specific. But my point being, we can always break down a saturated niche to find extra keywords. So let's do girls, and now let's do an age range. So right off the bat, we can see all these different types of age ranges. We have 8 to 12, 4 to 8, 3 to 7, another 4 to 8, 5, 3, 4, 8 to 12. So this is how you can break down practically any type of low content book. We're going to have the content, the low content book, which is here, colouring book. And then we have to find the niche. So this instance is a unicorn colouring book. Then who's it for? It's a unicorn colouring book for girls. Now what age of girls? Well, we could do 8 to 12. And we have that just here. So now this is very, very specific. So unicorn colouring book for girls 8 to 12. Now from here, once I find all of these different keywords related to the book that I want to publish, let's say this one, I've broken down the colouring book into a niche. The niche is the unicorn colouring book, and then it's for girls. But now I have all these different keywords just here, which I would go through. So let's do that 8 to 12. And now I'll just let SPT, that Self-Publishing Titan's Chrome extension, do its thing and give us the score. Now with this score, anything in between 50 and 60 is good. Anything above 60, even better. But I'd go through all of those keywords through the age ranges to see if I can find any profitable keywords. Now I'm just going to pause the video for a second while SPT does its thing. And bam, there we go. So SPT's Chrome extension has done its thing. It took forever. I had to pause the video for a little while, but we can see with the niche score from SPT, that's given us a 56%. Now remember, anything in between 50 is good. In between 50 and 60 is good. Anything above 60 is even better. So this unicorn colouring book for girls 8 to 12 looks pretty good. Now remember, we can break this down multiple ways through the niches, genders and age ranges. So now that I found this looks pretty good. I'd take away the 8 to 12. So let's just take away that. I'd look at the other suggestions for the age ranges. So we have 8 to 12, 10 to 12, 4 to 8, 3 to 7, 4 to 8. I'd go through all of these different keywords using the SPT's Chrome extension to see if any more are profitable. Now doing this takes time, but this is how you find the profitable keywords. As we saw, a unicorn colouring book, that is, I wouldn't say saturated, but it's very, very popular. Now by doing this, looking at the genders and age ranges, we can find some really great keywords like this one. So this was the unicorn colouring book for girls 8 to 12, and that niche can do this in practically most low content book types, especially colouring books. So let's take away unicorn. Let's do another very popular niche. So let's take away unicorn. Let's do sloth. So we have the book type, which is colouring book. Then we have the niche, which is going to be sloths. And then again, this can be broken down in genders. So for girls, we can see that just here. In fact, if we take away girls, we can see for kids, adults, girls, toddlers, teens, and then again we can see those age ranges. So sloth colouring book for kids ages 4 to 8, 8 to 12, and again remember that most book types can be broken down into the niches, genders, and then age ranges. So if you have a niche that you want to go and attack, you want to do more research in, start doing it this way. Break it down into the genders and the kids. No, genders and age ranges, because that way you're just going to find so many different keywords, because especially for colouring books, there's literally thousands of niches and then thousands of keywords within those niches. So when someone tells me that something's saturated, I kind of don't believe that, just because of the way that my mind works. Unicorns, very saturated, apparently, but it's a very popular niche, and because it's very popular, you're going to get multiple different keywords, and in those multiple different keywords, you're going to find the profitable ones. Very, very simple stuff. Now, one thing I do want to note really quick, I was supposed to talk about this nearer the beginning of the video, but I got sidetracked, and that is Paddy's Brain. So this is my own personal newsletter. There is a link down in the description in case you want to come and join. If you do want to join, you'll learn the mindset shifts that I had that took me from government handouts to making a full-time income from my laptop. You can get an insight into my brain, business and life. So if that's something that you're interested in, come and join by clicking that link down in the description below. Now anyway, back to this, because I hope you really understand this, that niches can be broken down into multiple different ways. We can look at the colouring book niche, so that's the book type, and then that can be broken down into niches, which is going to be animals, pets, hobbies, jobs and things like that, and then you can break them down through genders and age ranges. And doing this, you're going to find some really great profitable keywords in saturated niches. So go ahead, take this advice, go and have a look, try and find keywords for your own personal books, because remember that for most book types there's going to be thousands of niches, and then there's going to be thousands of keywords within those niches. Your job is to actually find those profitable keywords so you can provide value by creating those books. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, go hit subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified for any further videos. That being said, I've been Paddy, this has been Stacking Profit, and I'll see you again soon.